2,000.
3,000.
Done.
I would have stayed for 2,000.
I would have paid 4.
Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com.
Short-term dating is like the stock market. Today, we explain why. So the dating market, especially the short-term market, is like the stock market, any financial market, like could be commodities, crypto, and so on and so on. So it works on a very particular way. Now, this is the short term. This is the part one of a two-part series. The part two, we're going to discuss the long term. So on the short term, of course, a market is nothing more. There are a bunch of buyers and a bunch of sellers. And when they found the equilibrium price on the spot on each given transaction is when, the transaction happens. Now, on a market, what happens, of course, there is price and there is value. The price is, on the moment, the nominal term, the nominal number on where a transaction occurs. And, of course, the value could be overpriced or underpriced, depending on the spot market. Some fluctuations, some things might be going on that either increase the price or lowers the price overall. Well, the dating market works exactly like that. Of course, unlike the stock market or any financial market, the dating market is a very inefficient market. It's a market where the transactions usually don't happen smoothly. So there is a low spread on the traditional stock market and financial markets. There is a big spread on the short-term dating market. Now, here's the particular thing about the dating market compared to the stock market. The demand usually is by the males and the supply is by females. So what ends up happening is that the demand for, of course, short term, and let's keep it YouTube friendly, is driven, and this is more biology than economics, is by testosterone. That's the hormone, the substance that all human beings have, and is the hormone that determines, the urges in order to, hook up on the dating market. And what happens is the average level of testosterone in males is 20 times higher than in females. So imagine the stock market, and the demand for any given stock or security or commodity or whatever might be the case, where the buyer it has 20 times more urge in order to acquire such security, some financial asset that the man is selling. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to see huge financial bubbles. So, for instance, if that will be the case on the real financial markets, so the dot-com bubble or the Bitcoin bubble or, the GameStop and, AMC that we saw a couple of years ago with the Wall Street bets and so on. So that's nothing. That's kids playing compared to the dating market when you have a 20 times the demand from the buyers that from sellers. So you see all of the awful things that we see on the short-term dating market right now, like OnlyFans and girls that are on their early 20s. So we have girls on their early 20s that with no usual income, and you see them on private planes, you see them on Dubai or Mykonos, or you see them with high-end luxury purses like Louis Vuitton or Birkin bags or Balenciaga on Rolex. Of course, usually are, practitioners of the oldest profession that we have to talk about the oldest profession as well. So the oldest profession is, of course, the oldest profession, and I cannot say more because we're on YouTube, is that it's a subprime market for the aggregated demand that we have on the short-term dating. Because if you have a 20-to-1 ratio between buyers and sellers, the other 19%, the other 19 times of the demand has to go somewhere. And that's what is going to determine how is, the relief valve, the security valve that they're using in order to, of course, let's say, meet that demand. And usually is on the oldest profession demand. And of course, on the oldest profession, on the old days, you see, the professional workers on the street, on particular places that are catered towards that profession. So today we have a lot of major instruments like in social media, we have Instagram and Tinder, and we have, of course, OF, that you know what it means, and all of the derivatives, because there are a bunch of, these services like OF, the blue page, and also you see women on private planes, a 20-something-year-old on a private plane that she doesn't own, or on fancy yachts, on fancy places like Dubai, Monte Carlo, Mykonos, and so on and so on. And that's, of course, practitioners of the oldest profession. So the main point with the short-term dating market is a crazy market and is exploding right now, mostly because the interaction is within the buyers of the market. The buyers of the market, usually the one, mating, and we're in YouTube, remember, and the sellers, what they want is attention. The thing is, right now, and I want to mention something, is that the attention of the buyers is being, hyperinflated, because right now we have social media and Instagram and so on and so on. So the attention and validation of the sellers has exponentially increased, the attention that are receiving on these platforms like Instagram, all the whole social media going on. And of course, the demand is increasing, and that's why, it's being overpriced at the moment. So the main takeaway here is that, sadly, as a buyer of the market, and I have to include myself, the buyer things are more expensive in order to acquire the same amount of, let's say, stuff on the market. Now, how can you manage and navigate this wacko, crazy Bitcoin, Nasdaq.com bubble that we have on steroids right now? Is, well, being savvy with your resources and getting the best price. You have to, most of the time, you do geo arbitrage. You put on the best condition possible, on the best location possible, getting the best ROI of your budget, let's say the dating budget. And that's the best thing that I can say at the moment. So I know this is a very particular scenario, but I'm a geek with economics. I like to explain it that way. And remember, watch part number 2 for explaining the long-term dating market.
Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again, and have a nice day.